As we deal with some rainfall, as Joey said, in parts of the Caribbean, and we make our way through what is known as peak hurricane season, we remember many significant storms that have caused a great deal of damage to our beautiful Caribbean. Today, September 6th, marks 5 years since Hurricane Irma, a deadly Category 5 hurricane, passed through the Leeward Islands, resulting in billions of dollars of damage. And last week marked 10 years since Hurricane Sandy destroyed parts of New York and New Jersey. FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell spoke about the lessons learned from these catastrophic storms.
So we are 10 years from Superstorm Sandy, and there was a lot of lessons learned from Superstorm Sandy and things that we have taken into other events that went into the future, including Harvey, Irma, and Maria. I think, some of the biggest things that came out of Sandy is a better understanding of the interdependencies of some of our infrastructure, especially when we saw the tunnels flooded in New York City and how that impacted everything else. And so having that level of comprehension and that level of understanding to create situational awareness and understand what those interdependencies are help drive our actions to improve the recovery.
And switching gears now to the latest on the COVID pandemic, COVID vaccines have helped cut down the number of deaths all around the world. Data presented at the CDC's Vaccine Advisors meeting last week showed that in their first year of use, COVID vaccines prevented an estimated 14 to 16 million deaths globally. Now, that represents a 63% reduction. And in Puerto Rico, since the start of the pandemic, over 5,000 deaths have been reported due to COVID-19. And currently, 282 people remain hospitalized due to the virus. In the meantime, the Caribbean Examination Council, or CXC, on Monday expressed its concern at the great number of students leaving the education system without certification. And the regional examination body says it's moving towards developing a program to deal with this situation. Speaking at the launch of the 2022 examinations results in St. Lucia, CXC Registrar Dr. Wayne Wesley said CXC will ensure that it will continue to provide opportunities for students to self-evaluate and become their best self. He says CXC is committed to shaping the future of the region despite the challenges encountered over this past year, including the ongoing pandemic.
We are concerned that there are a great number of students leaving the education system without certification. Consequently, we have designed our Citizenship and Technical Education Certificate, CTEC, which is currently being piloted in Montserrat and some other countries like Jamaica and Guyana who are very interested in piloting that program. But that program is geared towards inculcating strong moral character and life skills, technical skills that will equip our graduates with the skills necessary to perform in society. We are preparing students for the 21st century to take advantage of the economic opportunities that will come, and in so doing, experience a better quality of life.
In the meantime, there was an increase in the overall performance of students who sat exams this year and the reduction of number of absences. And with summer heading into the rearview mirror, sorry, Mitch. Don't beat me. And as students start to head back to the classroom and summer begins to be in the rearview mirror, many companies are now requiring employees to come back to the office in person at least 3 days a week. So here are a few tips to help you navigate that transition.
For millions of Americans, the end of summer could also be the end of working from home. But after 2.5 years away from the office, what will it look like now? It's a common theme on TikTok.
Come back to the office, they said. Experience our culture, they said.
And for many, a source of anxiety.
So great to see everyone. It's so great. I'm so relaxed.
I recommend that everyone temper their expectations about going back to work, because one of the dangers is to think that you're going to go back to the way things were. You're not going back in time, right? You're going back to where we are now.
To reduce stress, experts say plan ahead. Talk to your boss about childcare and other accommodations you need, like flex hours. Map out your commute and parking. Choose your outfit and pack your work bag the night before. And bring food in case your favorite coffee or lunch spots have closed. Some companies like Airbnb have fully embraced remote work, while others have adopted a hybrid model. But there's a wide gap between what employees want and what some companies are pushing for. A recent study found more than 31% of workers who can do their jobs from home would prefer to avoid the office forever, while 27% of employers say that should rarely or never be the case. The key, experts say, is flexibility.
There really isn't a one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to how and when to bring employees back.
There's no one-size-fits-all approach to bringing employees back. We are in an on-demand digital environment where customization is expected by the younger generation of workers already. So we need to really think about designing work for where they are. And the only way we're going to do that is to listen to them and to understand them and not impose old models onto them.